Welcome to the Google Calendar training. This training is just going to go over the basic usage of the Google Calendar that we're going to be using to reserve rooms in the Federal Way office space for the multi-purpose room / childcare rooms. If you need these, this is what's going to have to be filled out in order to use those rooms. The first thing that you're going to need is a gmail.com account. You won't be able to edit or add without that. Very easy to do by going to gmail.com, filling out the information, and getting a new email address. Right here I have the week view. It I think default goes to this week view. You can change the view by going to the day, the month, 4 days, and agenda. This is all the same information, just a different way of viewing it. As you can see, all the events are in here, and you can see who has the room reserved for the different times and the different days during that week that you need. You can go up to the top left here to create events. What you're going to do is just fill out all this information, ensuring that you have at least the title of your event and what department or who filled this out. We want to be sure that we can track who's doing that. So we're just going to do another fake event here, and this event is going to be every Saturday morning from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. and we're going to do that every week. So when we want to do repeat, you can look up here at the repeat section. You have a ton of options. You can do this every weekday, you can do it monthly, yearly, daily, whatever it is. We're going to keep this weekly, and we're going to go repeat every 2 weeks. So every second week we're going to use this office for this fake event, and it will end after 12 occurrences here. Push done and it'll be in there. Make sure that it shows up here so you can actually see that. Where this is going to be the multi-purpose room. The calendar is going to be used, the Federal Way office calendar, and if you have other calendars, you'll be able to make sure that you can use it in your other calendars as well to make sure you're all synced up. If you need to help finding a time, if there's lots of events going on and you just can't find a time, then you can click on the Find a Time tab and just push it around. You click on it, grab it, and you can just scroll it around and make sure that you can find a space that actually works. So we're going to go to 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. Click back to the event details. The description is going to be facility team breakfast, and I'm just going to put in parentheses here the ops department so that everybody knows it's the ops department event. I also want to get a reminder, so I'm going to click for 1 day before so that I remember to be here. It's always going to stay busy, and the privacy is going to be default. You're not going to add guests here. Please do not add guests to your events. Use your normal means of communication to add guests to your event using the city or email or whatever you're using. This is not for every person to have access to. Only leaders with keys are going to be allowed to make events. If you have an administrator that you want to give this to, then you're going to have to talk to me about that and get the access for them. But they're going to have to understand the rules of having the keys and what that means to be a key holder for the Federal Way office. Even though they won't have a key, they'll just be using the calendar. They'll still have to understand that and sign that paper. So you just push save here, and now on Saturday morning from 9 to 10 our event is in here, and so that's part of the big view. If we go back to the month, you're going to see our fake event every 2 weeks. If you need people added to this calendar to be able to write, just let me know. If you have questions about using this, let me know. And be sure to use the guidelines for the room usage while you're scheduling. Thanks.